So, Poby has recently entered the LEC under the team Fnatic, replacing Humanoid as their mid laner. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too caught up on Poby's exact skill level, but I don't think this will do much for Fnatic as a whole. It won't fix their issues as a team, but I do think it's nice that they get something new and try something different. Sometimes when you don't know what the problem is, it's just good to change things up. But I do think I know what the problem is. And honestly, I don't think it was Humanoid. I think it was rather Razork and his ability to connect with his team to make plays. Don't get me wrong, Razork is definitely one of the best junglers in LEC. But during his team fighting, you can see that a lot of the time he's not waiting for his team at all. And if he sees a good play, he's gonna go for it. But sometimes the good play isn't so much of a good play because his teammates can't follow up. As a bot laner and a support player, an ADC player, watching how Mickey X and Upside have to frantically catch up to Razork on every engage he does is a pretty painful watch. Although I'm not the biggest fan of Upset, and I don't exactly agree with how he did the entire Fnatic situation back in the day. I do think that he's one of the better ADCs in the league, along with Mickey, especially with Mickey X as his support. Humanoid is definitely overhated though, I think. People are calling him lazy, people are calling him saying that he's not putting enough effort into the league during regular season, but when it counts and when it matters, that guy always gets it done. Well, usually, I think. If you're gonna say he doesn't deserve to be in LEC, and you look at Larson, that guy is somewhat deserving of a bit of hate, I'm not gonna lie. I think he definitely deserves to be in the league still. I do think a change of pace is needed though, and I hope that Humanoid will be able to bounce back into LEC stronger than ever. It's clear that he's got the talent and skill. It's just really unfortunate that his reputation as a player has come down so far. And I feel quite unfairly as well. The stories surrounding him are completely blown out of proportion as well. And I do feel that it's quite unfair that these narratives were driven as far as they were. That's okay though, I do like a good comeback story. And I know for a fact that he has the skill to easily come back to the league. There are plenty of teams who could benefit from Humanoid, even if he is apparently not trying his hardest. I just hope he doesn't turn out to be something like Jensen though, where Jensen took a break and he just never was able to make a comeback. Or something like Perks. Perks' downfall is crazy. But I think in Perks' case, his priorities were in his family and he honestly couldn't be bothered to get good at the game again. It sucks though because while he was tanking his last couple of years of his career, he was also tanking the Chinese jungler Bo's career as well. Now you could say that they both had a play in their team's downfall, but whatever happened in that Vital team with Perks and Bo was pretty sad to see. I'm talking about Poby though, back on track. They did just win their first LEC game. It was against Heretics though, so although not really that high up of a team, it's still a pretty decent team to beat. He did outperform the mid laner of Heretics, Kamilu, but nobody has heard of this. I've never heard of a single thing of this Kamilu guy, so I don't think he is really reputable or known or a good benchmark on how good Poby really is. The real matchup will be when he competes against the top level LEC mid laners like the Caps, Vladdy, or Jojo Pian. Now that I'm reading out these names, I think one of the most important metas nowadays is the mid lane role. It seems that if you have a good mid laner on your team, you're pretty much on the upper half of the league. In terms of standings, I mean. And even other top level teams like T1 or Genji have incredible mid laners, Chovy and Faker. And the worst best team that I can think of that has a below average mid laner is probably FlyQuest, Quad, or Quid. I'm not sure which one it is, why their names so similar. Although Quad or Quid has a decent baseline in terms of skill level, he wasn't able to compete with the other top teams of other regions, which ultimately is why I think led to their downfall during MSI, or a large contributing factor, at the very least. Anyways, I have no clue what I'm talking about. Honestly, what the fuck have I been talking about again? I'm just gonna end the yap session here. I'm gonna end the yap session here. I just played a ranked game. This talent just went 2-9. His name is Ra Lu, and he went 2-9 in 15 minutes, and we just forfeited in 15 minutes. Thank God for the forfeit feature. I don't know how AZAP ever wants to remove that feature of the game. The forfeiting feature is probably the best part of League of Legends, I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't have this forfeiting feature, I would have suffered so many more minutes than I already have. Anyways, I should leave that topic for another day. I'm gonna close it out for now. I'll see you guys next one. If you have any thoughts or would like for me to talk about anything, please let me know. Bye.